I want to give you guys something to, go home and play with, okay? Let's just talk about a couple of the different alternate chord forms that I like to play with, okay? And right now we're just going to talk about an open guitar, no capo, no alternate tuning, okay? And I'll just kind of lay out for you guys a couple of the different things that I like to play with, and if this video works as promised, you could take this, grab this off the web at some point in the near future and replay it, to really see what's up. But let's start with, let's start at the beginning. Let's start with A, okay? Has anybody ever played an A like this? Or maybe you play it with these three fingers? Or maybe you play it with one finger? That is an A, okay? I have, for the longest time, liked to also play A up here. Okay, in this case, I'm still playing the open A string. I'm playing an A based on the 7th fret on my 4th string. I'm playing the C sharp on the 3rd string on the, the 6th fret. And I'm playing the E on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 2nd string. And I'm letting, in this case, all these just ring out. I'm not really focusing on this low E, even though it wouldn't offend. I'm just trying to focus on the A, okay? So that's one A. I also oftentimes will pull off this, and some people call this an A2. You'll have to look it up and see what it says. But so you've got this A, you can pull your pinky off, and you've got another kind of A-ish sounding A2 thing. You can do this, you can pull your finger off, you got another A2-ish sounding A thing. You can also play a full bar chord, okay, for A. Now in this case, you can take your bar off and you can let some of these strings ring out depending upon what key you're in, okay? You can just play A like this. It's kind of a nice sound. Gets all your strings involved.Maybe you're not, you don't have to be as careful. In this case, you can also play this same form up here on B. And my dad is about an intermediate guitar player, and he really likes to play this run where he plays D, okay, A, B, okay. So he used to love, right? Refiner's fire. Come on, Johnny, sing with me. My heart's one desire. Okay, so he's just in this case. Doesn't have to change a thing. He's not having to play E and then get his fingers rocked in to play A and then I'm going to play E. How are you going to do that? And that particular technique is developed in a couple of ways. And I want to just explain the thought process behind that so that you can, because this isn't about like, giving you a fish, right? This is about teaching you how to fish. So the first thing, whoa, this isn't about giving you a tree. Is it going to smell like a fish? This is about planting a tree. So the first discipline, if you will, okay, is to know that I can actually play that chord up here. And you could go about that process of elimination by going, I want to find where another A chord is. Okay, well let's refer to our triad helps. What 3 types of notes am I looking for? Some sort of A, some sort of C, and some sort of E. So I start looking around on my guitar neck and I go, oh, I see kind of a couple of notes here clustered together. I think I can make my fingers do that as opposed to a chord that, goes like this or something. Is anybody going to get that chord, rocking and rolling on the fly? Maybe a few of you in here, but that's some serious stuff. So, in this case, you start with trying to find a collection of notes that'll make a chord. The second thing you want to do is you want to find out if you can play that chord and not have any offending notes a part of it. Because most of you do not want to play like this. Refiner's fire. Right? You want to strum that guitar all the way. And so you need to know, okay, do I need to let up before I get to this guy? Or else, the whole world is going to blow up? Or do I need to not play the low string? What are my boundaries? Okay? So you, again, will only know that if you know what notes first have to go into the chord. And the second thing is you need to know which notes are appropriate in the key you're playing in. Whoa, we didn't talk about that. What notes are appropriate in the key you're playing in? Let me just what's a key? Okay, what's a key? This goes back up to here. We kind of just popped past this, but major keys and minor keys are these different moves and these different chords. And so if you were to start, let's say, with a C, and you were going to play a song in C, any of the chords that are represented by those notes would be okay. Any of those notes that are blacked out there would be okay. So a C sharp is not going to be okay. So if you're playing a chord and one of the incidental strings that's going to be left over when you're playing is going to be a note that offends, then you need to, really be careful. Think about what you're doing, okay? I don't want to get too wrapped up in that because that's really something that you can study on your own. I mean, keep in mind here that there are lots of techniques, there are lots of tools for basic music theory out there, and I don't even pretend to be the expert. I want to talk more about things that are really going to help you in the worship environment.